about ready? Testing, is this working? Good evening, everybody, once again, and welcome to our annual Jerry Starr Kenton School Sleepout, which started by Jerry in 1988, and believe it or not, this is our 39th year. We had 13 sleepouts last century, and obviously easy to count, we have 26 this century. 13 and 26, we have twice as many, this is 39 altogether. Thanks to Jerry, we're here tonight to demonstrate one four-letter word, and that is love. I want to give some thanks to people that have been here for some years, but I want to start off with thanking the superintendent. Tino, where are you? Oh, thank you. So thank you for supporting this, Tino, and just standing behind us and allowing us to do what we're doing. And I know that you knew Jerry well, and maybe through the summer workshop, I'm not sure, but you two bonded very well. Also, I want to thank the Board of Education members, Matt Chimera, Karen Whitelaw, Fred Floss, I think John Spurs, and I think Paul Spurs and Leanne Vogt. Thank you for your support of this sleepout, every year being here with us and for us. It is much appreciated, and those aren't just empty words I'm saying. Also, I want to thank just everybody that has come in and year out, and especially two people, maybe three, and I just want to pause and have a moment of silence. Number one, obviously, for Jerry. Jerry sadly passed away in 2011. He was the motivator. He was the one that started this in 1988. It's thanks to him that we're here today trying to help people in the Kenmore-Tonawanda area who may need a little help. Thank you, Jerry. And also Mike Colmar. Mike was in the Buildings and Grounds Department for years here, and Mike was the one that would get our fires going. He did it for probably 33 years. It was wonderful. The thing about Mike is, as cold a day as it might be, he'd show up in his shorts. I don't know how he did that. He must have had special, whatever he rubbed on his legs, I don't know. But Mike was here, and could we have just a moment of silence for Jerry and Michael? Thank you. Also, the Department of B&G, Buildings and Grounds. I think it's Tim Ames, Dave Soletto, and I think Kakanovich. I'm wrong, it starts with B, I know that. Mrs. Kakanovich, we thank them for the Buildings and Grounds for all they do to help us to do what we're doing here. And also for the audio-visual people that are here tonight, thank you very, very much. At this time, I want to introduce the superintendent of our school system, the one that is a driving force behind this and a steadfast supporter of what we do, Mr. Sabatino Samano. Superintendent.
Did you see that coat? Look at that coat that you have on. That is fun. Good evening, everyone. You know, I guess I didn't really think until Steve said it that Mr. Starr has been gone from us for 15 years. And so thanks, Steve, for just honoring Jerry so much. And thank you all for joining us to celebrate this 38th annual Jerry Starr Sleepout. It is thanks to you and the dream of Educators Totally Committed that has kept this alive and going for so long. The very first Sleepout 39 years ago, in 1988, not to say anything, Mr. Ash, but I remember being that year in 7th grade. And I actually didn't meet Jerry yet. I met Jerry, Mr. Starr, in the summer of my 8th grade year. And what Jerry used to do, and just to say a little bit about Jerry, I think this was so important to him because of the feeling of giving. And I knew Mr. Starr because he would always give to kids during the summer. It was a way, not that we were these big street vandals, but it was a way that he always said of keeping all of us off the streets during the summer because every night we were in practice. Kept us out of trouble, kept us motivated, kept us connected to Kenmore West at the time. Just think about that for a second. 39 years ago, 7th grade for me. It is extremely rare that an event can have this kind of staying power. We were just talking to the news about it tonight. It has withstood the test of time because the SleepOut symbolizes the Kenton spirit of helping those in need and making a difference for our community. That is what this SleepOut is all about. This event is named in honor of Jerry because it is the epitome of what he represented. You see, Mr. Starr is always known for putting the needs of others before himself. And as I said, I got to work under Mr. Starr's tutelage, and I can attest to the special role that he played for countless students in our community for so many years. I was 14 when I first met Jerry, and he changed my life forever. No matter how we come up, I think it's important, especially for our high school principals that are here tonight, the difference that a teacher can make in a high schooler's life. Elementary, it's the same thing. It's wonderful to see that legacy of that teacher live on in this event. The SleepOut is the embodiment of the spirit of generosity that Mr. Starr inspired in others. It is not just donations that are collected through this event, although that has been substantial, more than $1 million worth of donations, including cash, clothing, food, and other everyday necessities that many families have typically to live without. The SleepOut represents more than that, though. It's the annual celebration of that Kenton spirit that I just spoke of. The spirit of giving back, making a difference, and helping all those in need. The SleepOut is just one of many ways that our students, especially our staff, and especially our families, demonstrate this spirit year in and year out. We see examples of it every day in our schools. This includes everything from school-wide donation drives. I saw some of our elementary principals here tonight. They could attest to what all their little kiddos are doing and did all month to raise money for this event. The individual support for families. We just unloaded several cars before we began this evening. And acts of community service, and I see many people here that are constantly giving their community service. Not a day goes by when our students and staff aren't working to make our Kenton community a better place. And I just want everyone to remember, that's what Mr. Starr represented. That's what this represents, and that is the strength of a 39-year tradition. So thank you very much, Steve Ash. Where did Steve go now? Oh, there he is, hiding behind the thing. So, Steve, thank you very much for everything that you pushed for over the years and for making this so easy to support year in and year out. So, thank you very much for being here, everyone.
Thank you, Superintendent, very much. Thank you, Superintendent. I was remiss before. There's a custodian I want to thank tonight, the fellow that is tending to our fires these last couple of years. He started at Kenmore West 2 years ago. He was here last year at Kenmore East and here again, John Farina. A nice hand for John Farina, who's a hard worker. I'm not exactly sure of the pecking order of speakers, but I want to introduce a young lady to my left, Jill O'Malley. She's the president and founder of Kenmore Kenton Closet. Jill, without further ado, please.
Thank you, Steve. I will keep this very short because I know everybody's cold and we have some wonderful speakers I can see in the audience. I'm proud to represent the Kenton Closet, and I want to echo Steve's gratitude to our district partners that allow this event to keep going and to raise awareness of what some of our students are facing. One of the great things about our community is that we have multiple levels of servant leadership here, and there's people who always want to give back and are trying to commit themselves to our community to make it stronger, and that's how this works. And I just want to thank everybody who has been here over the years. I've done this. This is my first year here without my son Aiden, was doing this since he was in the 2nd grade. He's currently in our Navy, and I know I'm going to send him some pictures when I leave here. He slept out last year, actually. He was one of the brave souls that stayed. But we have such a profound gratitude, and I was talking to Carrie from our Family Support Center. Our numbers are huge. The need is huge, whether it is through food or clothing. We helped over 800 children with our direct programs this year, and that's a huge number of children in need in our community. So Steve, I want to thank you for allowing us to continue this tradition, and your passion is unparalleled. And just want to say thank you. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jill, very much. Also, I think Carrie Schultz is here this evening from Kenton Family Support Center. Is Carrie here? Carrie, would you mind saying a few words, please? Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. I'm also going to keep it fairly short because it's incredibly cold out here tonight. The Family Support Center, if you don't know, we serve around 750 to 800 families a year. We do support family counseling there, and we do have a food pantry, which we have seen an incredible increase in need for that, probably about 30% for this school year. So events like this do help us to keep that program going. So thank you for everyone that came out. Steve, thank you for taking care of organizing this every year.
Thank you very much. Matt Shamara, Matt, would you like to say a few words? You're good? Is Lisa here tonight? Okay, now before I introduce Lisa, this is Madam Deputy County Executive from Erie County. Kenton graduate. I think in Jerry Starr's class, I think, maybe, I don't know. Without further ado, Lisa, would you like to say a few words, please?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is always a night that I like to support. I'm a graduate of Kenmore West, although I love Kenmore East. Thank you, Trevor Brown. It looks wonderful. So I actually slept out when I was a new teacher, and it was probably, I'm thinking 1989, so it was probably the second year. And I remember Jerry Starr was my homeroom teacher, and I remember sleeping out with individuals like Mr. Goss, Mr. Evans, Mr. Kohler, Mr. Ash, and those teachers, when I was young, inspired me to become a teacher. And then, of course, Mr. Goss inspired me to get involved in government. And so I have been blessed. I was a teacher in Kenton for 34 years. I tell everybody that each and every day it drives the decisions I make in Erie County government because I know what kids need and I know what families need. And I also want to say that I have a profound memory of sleeping out. It wasn't the first time, but I slept out in a box, and it was at Kenmore East. And I remember we had a snowstorm that evening, and I woke up, and the box was covered in snow. And I remember going home, and I remember sobbing my eyes out because I was going home, and I was getting into my bed, and I had food that I was going to eat that day. And I remember of the individuals that are homeless each and every day who don't have that opportunity. Our homeless population is a large population in Erie County, and we cannot forget what they struggle with each and every day. And so tonight is also a call for action. You can always call 211 if you know somebody who's on the street who is homeless, who is in need of a shelter. You can always donate to the Homeless Alliance, and make sure that you think about individuals that are struggling each and every day, because that memory has never left me. So I am also always inspired by Mr. Ash, who has been here since really day one. And in Erie County, we like to do proclamations, and it's certainly words on a paper, but it really means so much. And we spend a lot of time really thinking about what it means. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's long. And it's long because Educators Totally Committed has done so much. So the proclamation is honoring the 39th annual Jerry Starr Kenton School Sleepout. Mr. Ash, can you come and stand with me? Okay, I won't read it all. But whereas the Jerry Starr Kenton School Sleepout has for nearly 4 decades served as a powerful community tradition that raises awareness for homelessness, while fostering compassion, empathy, and civic responsibility among students, educators, and residents throughout Erie County. It talks about what individuals do this evening, the awareness it brings, and a call for action for everyone to donate and support. Whereas Educators Totally Committed is comprised of Kenton students, faculty, staff, and community members dedicated to inspiring lifelong service to others and continues to advocate for the first Friday in February to be recognized worldwide as a day of awareness, commitment, and action on behalf of vulnerable populations. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Lisa M. Shamara, Deputy Erie County Executive, do hereby designate Friday, February 6th as Sleep Out Day in Erie County and commend the organizers, participants, students, educators, and community members whose compassion and leadership continue to raise awareness of homelessness and inspire meaningful action on behalf of individuals and families in need throughout our community. So, Mr. Ash, I want to thank you, and I do want you to just look around because you have people from the town board, Jill O'Malley, you have a school board that is at everything, I see you at everything. You have a superintendent, you have administrators, community leaders, students. These are people that have supported your mission for 39 years, so thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Don't go away because I want to hitchhike on some of your remarks. Can you stay right here if you would? I'm going to use Lisa's remarks as a springboard for a few remarks I want to say. Lisa, next year, God willing, will be our 40th annual Starr Sleepout. Our goal of educators is trying to make this a worldwide project through the United Nations. We've been in touch with the United Nations in 2003. What they told us at that time was, if we could get a participating country of the United Nations that would declare the first Friday of February as a national day of caring and sharing for people, that they, the United Nations, would only consider, no guarantee, they would consider making the first Friday of February a worldwide school day. So what AETC did is we went to Senator Gillibrand's office. You're coming up, don't go away.
Okay.
We went to Senator Gillibrand's office and told her staff what the UN told us. And she said, ETC, if you can get the governor, it might have been Patterson at the time, I don't know, if you can get the governor of New York State to declare a state day, Senator Gillibrand says that she will get a national day. And if you get a national day, you go back to the UN and you try for a worldwide day. So anyway, Lisa, so we come in. Next year, 40th. Might the Erie County legislature consider maybe drafting a letter, a paragraph at most, two at the most, maybe one, just inviting, hopefully maybe Senator Gillibrand or Governor Kathy Hochul here to see what we're doing, and maybe if we can get Governor Hochul on board with a state day, that may encourage Senator Gillibrand to make a national day, and then we go back to the UN. It's a long, long, long trek. We understand that, but we have to start with the first step, and what you've done tonight with the proclamation, Erie County will be a good first step in maybe putting ETC on the path to a worldwide school day. I will be in touch with you next year for sure.
Okay. I'm sure you will.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. First, okay, I have a few more. Is there anybody, I apologize for this. Is there anybody else who would like to say a few words? The mic is yours. It's warm. It's okay. My warm hand is on it. Okay. Do you all have one of these things I'm holding in my left hand? If you don't, please, I'd like to give you one. Because what we want to do is just hitchhike on what Lisa just said. She talked about Jerry Starr's love and how he exuded love. And the superintendent mentioned that also, about the love that Jerry had. This little sheet of paper talks about love. Let me explain. We all know we have little phrases that we use in our world of computer world. For example, we're living one now, TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. And all the one, LOL, live life, wherever they are, a lot of them. Here are 8 more. The main one you probably see is the one at the very top. Do you all see where it says LLLL, live life with love? That's exactly what Jerry wanted us to do, is live life with love. And how can we do that? How can we demonstrate that? The second one simply says, make our world better. Whatever we can do, the love that we show to one another in all circumstances should make our world just a little bit better. And more specifically, what we can do is be kind to all. Let kindness be one of our rudimentary things that we embrace to show other people that we care for them, and that not only have we been doing this for 39 years to help them, but we hope to be able to do it in the future on a much more widespread geographical area than simply the Kenmore-Tonawanda. The last 5 are just simply little exhortations to help out. We can do this. Notice the we. The first ones are we. We can do this. We can be better. Yes, we can. Coming together, we can do a lot. Individually, maybe not so much. But together, our collective efforts can make a difference and help out people that are in need. And the last 2 is more personal. You can make a difference. And the last one is just says, do it now. That's the only one, the do it now, that has 3 exclamation points. Do it now. Let's help out now. Let's not wait any longer. So if you can help ETC in whatever way, shape, manner, or form, please feel free to do that. Anything that we can do, let us know that we can plug into what your ideas are, and we certainly will be with you lockstep. Finally, if you realize that at 9:30 tonight, a group called Hearts of the Homeless is coming. They're based in Riverside and many places around geographical Western Europe. If you can help us, maybe load the truck will be coming right up here at 9:30. If you can help us load it, great. Thank you all for being here. God bless you all, and God bless Jerry Starr. Bye.